This is fence 27, the Horsdeals Flying Finish. A fairly straightforward fence to finish with, a little bit of brush over the top of it. Classic last fence really, and off of a little bit of a turn to slow them down slightly. Francis, I think this is what it is, but let's talk about the rest of the course as a whole. Now you've walked it all, what do you think of it as a package?
I think it's been a great course where we've been travelling around through the estate. There's a nice flow to the course, there's a nice feeling. It gets us into the course and gets us into a good rhythm. And I think that's something that you've done very well, creating that rhythm there. There are a few questions out there which I think when you're walking the course you would have seen. For me, one of the biggest questions out there is the coffin, where we've got the slight roll top to the ditch to the angled skinny coming out in the far field, the other side of the lake. I think that would be an influential question. And for me, 3 from home, the ditch to the hedge, I still think that's a big question at the end of the course there. Horses are going to have to be on the bridle and listening. And as you're wandering around, I think those are 2 fences that you should really have a good look at.
Yeah, I think it starts off fairly simple to me, but there's that trade stand element and the crowd element when you get into the main arena, which those horses. But it's certainly, to me, from the time you cross the river and you get out the far side there, I think the 2 corners out the river and that little section of the course is quite influential. And then from there home, you have to stay on your mettle. You don't get halfway around this course and think, wowee, I'm clear, I'm on my way home. You're not actually clear till you're here.
I think that's really important, and also, as far as being clear, you've got your time faults as well. And last week at Burghley, we saw horses that down on time that were able to make up a bit of time in the second half of the course coming home from Cottesmore. Today, or on Saturday, I don't think we're going to see that. No, I think that if you're going to be down on time coming out of the lake, I don't think you're going to make that time back up again.
I think you can make 2 or 3 seconds. I don't think you're going to make 10 or 11 seconds.
Certainly not. And with the combinations that we've got now bringing us home, those combinations will slow us up, and it's going to be a very good rider who can be very economical with their turns and their time, that is going to reduce their time faults. And that's essentially what you're going to be doing at the end. It's going to be minimising the amount of time faults you have, rather than trying to gain back tens of seconds in the final few hundred metres.
10 minutes 6 seconds is the time they've got to complete this course, 40 jumping efforts. I think Saturday will be really exciting. Okay, thank you very much, Francis.
Brilliant.
Thank you.